Have you ever wished you had a truly smart assistant? One that could actually handle complex tasks for you. But then you thought, I'm not a coder, I can't build that. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true anymore. Today, we're going to build a powerful AI agent that can think, remember, and take action. And we're going to do it all without writing a single line of code.
Look, we all have automations that handle simple, repetitive tasks. But what happens when things get a little messy or unpredictable? Most automation just breaks. It's just following a script. Today, we're building something way more powerful. We're building an assistant that doesn't just follow steps, it actually thinks for itself.
This really gets to the heart of it, right? Think of standard automation like an assembly line. It does the same thing, the same way, every single time. It's a simple tool. But an AI agent, that's more like a smart coworker. It can reason, it can handle surprises, and it can find solutions on its own. It's a total game changer.
So are you ready to build? Here's our game plan. First, we'll quickly touch on the problem we're solving. Then, we'll get right into building our agent from the ground up. We'll give it a brain, we'll give it a memory, and we'll give it the tools it needs to get real work done. And finally, we'll put it all to the test and talk about what this means for, well, the future.
All right, first things first. Every agent needs a brain, right? For our agent, that brain is going to be a large language model. This is what gives it the core intelligence to understand and reason.
Now, you might think this part is complicated, but in a no-code tool like NNN, it's incredibly simple. You just add an AI agent node. That's the heart of our assistant. You pick a powerful model like GPT-4o, and then you just plug in your API key to connect it. And seriously, just like that, with a few clicks, our agent has a brain. It's ready to go.
Okay, so a smart brain is a fantastic start, but to really unlock our agent's potential, we need to give it a couple of superpowers. First, we'll give it a memory, so it can actually have a conversation. Then, we'll give it tools, so it can interact with all the other apps we use every day.
Have you ever talked to a chatbot like this? It's frustrating. Without memory, our agent is useless in a conversation. It answers one question perfectly, but then immediately forgets everything. It's like hitting a reset button after every single message.
Luckily, the fix is super easy. We literally just flip a switch to turn on its short-term memory. This lets it remember the last few things we've talked about, which is exactly what it needs to understand the context of a conversation.
And look at the difference. It's night and day. With memory turned on, the conversation just flows. It remembers what we were talking about, and it can actually build on what we've said. Now this is a useful assistant.
Okay, so our agent can think, and it can remember. That's awesome. But we don't just want a chatbot, we want an agent that can do things. To make that happen, we need to give it some hands. We need to give it tools.
So let's give our agent a real-world job, managing this inventory database in Airtable. It's a pretty standard setup, right? We've got products, how many are in stock, and a trigger for when we need to reorder. The agent's mission is to keep an eye on this data and take action when stock runs low.
So all the pieces are in place. Our agent has its brain, it has memory, and it's connected to our inventory tool. Now it's time to see the magic happen. Let's see what it can do with just a simple plain English prompt.
So what's actually going on inside the agent's head here? It's not just doing a simple search. It's actually thinking. It understands our question. It knows it needs to use its Airtable tool. It scans the data, it does the comparison, and then it comes back with the right answer. It's a real thought process.
Getting a report is great, but what if our agent could do more than just tell us about problems? What if it could actually fix them for us? Well, it can. We've given it the ability to not just read data, but to write it too, and that changes everything.
So I'm just going to give it a simple command, just like I'd message a coworker. No forms, no code, just a sentence. I'll tell it a new shipment came in and ask it to update the inventory. And boom, just like that, the number in our database is updated. The agent understood the command, it found the right product, it did the math, and it changed the data, all in a couple of seconds.
Now let's take this to the absolute next level. We're going to make a fully autonomous workflow by giving our agent one more tool, Gmail. Now, when it finds a product that's low on stock, it won't just tell us. It can automatically email the supplier to place a new order. I mean, think about that. No more manual inventory checks every day.
And here's the email it actually sends. It's smart enough to pull the right supplier's email and the specific product code, fill out the template, and just send it. The entire process, from finding the problem to solving it, is now 100% hands-free.
Okay, let's zoom out for a second.
What we've just built here is so much more than a clever little automation. It is a genuine glimpse into a future where anyone, and I mean anyone, can build their own custom AI assistants for whatever they need. So let's recap what we've built. We have an agent that understands plain English, remembers our conversations, can read and write data in our other apps, and can take real-world actions like sending emails. And with a library of tools that's growing all the time, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Here's the bottom line. The power to build this kind of custom AI is no longer locked away for developers. No-code platforms have opened the floodgates. This technology is now accessible to everyone, giving you the power to create your own solutions for your own problems. We just built a smart inventory manager in, what, a few minutes? So imagine what you could build for your job, for your side projects, for your daily life. Your first AI assistant is literally just a few clicks away. So the only real question left is, what will you build?